Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Lindsay and I love all things reading because reading is what? It's fundamental, just like RuPaul says. Welcome back. I'm actually doing a TBR video for the month of June. I did a little bit of one last month and it seemed to go over pretty well. I think that's just probably because of the title that I gave it, that it was a new TBR kind of idea. And the idea was to read books that were recommended by the Dantes, Donna and Rochelle. So both books that I was able to get through in the month of May were good reads that they were able to recommend previously. So a part of my TBR this month is going to be books that they have previously recommended. A couple of other books are ones that I want to do for a dedicated video, and then another couple of books are literally just at the top of my TBR at this point. So we're going to go ahead and get through all of those. There's 6 books in total, so I'm really excited. Hopefully I can kind of stick to that. I would like to read 8 books if possible in the month of June, just so I can kind of stick to reading 52 books within the year. I have had a little bit of time off, so I've been kind of reading a little bit more, but that is the hope as of right now. Before we get into the video, make sure to hit the subscribe button if you have not already. I super appreciate it. I am growing this little channel just person by person, and I really appreciate everybody who has been able to click the subscribe button in recent months. And yeah, if you do like the video all the way through, make sure to hit the like button on your way out. But with that, grab a beverage, grab a snack. I don't think it's going to be too long, but just I want to make sure that you're hydrated. We're going into the summer. It's hot weather, and yeah, let's get right into the video. Okay, so we're gonna start with the books that were previously recommended by Donna and Rochelle. I believe this first one was Rochelle's pick, and then the other one is specifically because of Donna. The first book that I'm gonna be picking up, I actually got from my friend Kyla, and it is called The Chain. So this one, I believe, came out in like 2017 or 2019, I'm not 100% sure. But this one is a story about a child being kidnapped, and then another female calls this child who was just kidnapped's mom, saying that you're now a part of the chain. The only way that you're going to get your child back is if you kidnap another child. So it's kind of like a chain, obviously. I'm super interested into this one. This is just like the mass release paperback. I'm totally okay with that. I'm probably gonna whiz by this one. It sounds like it's gonna be something definitely in my wheelhouse. I'm finding with a lot of thrillers that the endings are not the best, so I'm going in with kind of middle ground expectations. Hopefully I'm gonna be surprised, but I do think that I'm really gonna love this one. The next one is a read specifically for Donna. So Donna, thank you so much for the recommendation on this one. I am going to be picking up the audiobook with it as well, because I've been told that that one is a full cast, I believe. So it's really fun to listen to, but it's going to be Dial A for Aunties by Jessie Q. Satanto. This has been on my shelf for about a year. I just never really got around to reading it. Because my big bookstore that I'm a member of, they had a big sale at kind of like at the end of summer, and I feel like this is more of a spring summer read, so I wanted to wait to this year to read it. What happens when you mix one accidental murder with 2,000 wedding guests and then toss in a possible curse on 3 generations of immigrant Chinese Indonesian family? You get 4 meddling Asian aunties coming to the rescue. I feel like this is kind of like a Finley Donovan is killing it kind of thing, but I have been told that this one is better. I haven't read Finley Donovan as of yet. I'm gonna see when Lydia over from Vintage Nectarines, that channel, I'm gonna see when she's reading it, so hopefully we can do a buddy read of that one and another one coming up possibly, but I am really excited to get to this one. Okay, so the next couple of books are going to be for a dedicated video, and they're going to be books that I either picked up directly from the author. Well, technically they both are. One reached out to me, the other one I actually met at a local bookstore. So the first one I talked about last month, it is Faces in a Window. This one is by Oliver C. Seneca. I'm really excited about this one. This was the author that reached out to me, so I'm excited to get to this one. It's kind of got paranormal elements in it, but it is also kind of like a horror thriller book. So I'm not going to go too much into the synopsis just because I did mention that in a previous video. So I will link that down below if you are interested. But I'm really excited about getting to this one. It's not very thick either, so this should be a very quick read for me. And then the other author is Gary McGugan, and the reason I want to get to this one is that they're actually having a book event at the chapters that I normally go to, or the Indigo that I normally go to. It's on June the 26th. So if I am able to read this one and I enjoy it, then I'm hopefully going to be able to go back and get the next book in kind of a series, because he did say when he was discussing his books with me that the characters, they can be standalone books, but the characters go throughout the series. This one is called 3 Weeks Less a Day. I'm really excited about reading this one as well. But this one, he said, was kind of like, he's a James Patterson style writer, so short chapters, kind of to the point. This one is about a businessman, I believe, kind of like a business mogul. So I'm going to be reading both of these for a separate kind of reading vlog video, just about, you know, kind of new to me authors. So really excited to get to these ones. And the final couple of books that I have are just ones that have a spring feel. Well, the one is definitely a springtime, summertime feel for me, and I definitely know that I want to get to it sooner rather than later. And then the other one is from a recent book haul that I made, and it just sounded so good. I've been seeing it all around Bookstagram and BookTube and everything that I wanted to pick up a copy for myself. So the first one that I'm going to do is one of my book of the month picks. I'm trying to read at least one or two of those from this shelf up here at least once a month, just so I can kind of clear them out to see which ones I want to keep and which ones I can potentially sell or trade or whatever. But the first one is Portrait of a Scotsman. Who's the author? Evie Dunmore. I just really loved the style of this one. I believe that this is a historical romance, but it's kind of got like a contemporary modern feel to it for some reason. This just says, going toe-to-toe with a brooding Scotsman is rather bold for a respectable suffragist, but when he happens to be one's unexpected husband, what else is an unwilling bride to do? London banking heiress Hattie Greenfield wanted just 3 things in life: acclaim as an artist, a noble cause, and to marry to a lord who puts the gentle in gentlemen. So I'm pretty sure this is going to be kind of like an enemies to lovers kind of romance. And I am very much into this just because of the lilac color. I thought it was super springy, just with the drawing on the front as well. It just, you know, looks like something that you want to pick up with a lemonade or something. So I'll be going to Starbucks and reading this one sometime in the near future. And then the other one that I wanted to pick up was called The Atlas 6. I don't know how to say this author's name. Is it Olivia? I'm hoping I'm saying that right. I'm so sorry if I'm not. Olivia Blake. I'm really excited about what this one, and just the cover in itself gives me all of the feels that I absolutely need. I was gonna save this one for spooky season. I definitely don't want to do that. The back just says, secrets, betrayal, seduction, power, welcome to the Alexandrian Society. That right there, again, gives me everything that I possibly want. From what I understand, this is a secret society or like a dark academic book all about magicians, and they're trying to get into this like Alexandrian society. But I believe people start getting murdered, so I'm really excited about this one. Again, this doesn't really have like a summary feel, but this is exactly what I want to read right now. So those are the 6 books that I'm hoping to get through in the month of June. I am reading one right now. It's called Talk Bookish to Me. So I'm just gonna put a little picture of it up right here just because it's not within my arm reach. But I've only read the first chapter of that one. I'm filming this on May the 28th. So I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to get through that one before the beginning of the month. But if not, then obviously I'll just read it until into the month of June, I guess. But so that might make 7 books. I'm not 100% sure. I don't really have much of a reading wrap up just because I've been doing vlogs and things. So the next video that you're going to be seeing is actually a vlog with a couple of books that I was reading. So I will leave you to watch that one on your own. I believe that I finished 4 books in the month of May. So I'm definitely getting back into the reading feel. If I can double that this month, then I'm going to be well on my way, and I will be very excited about that. But I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have read any of these, let me know what you think. Let me know what you're reading as well. I love to correspond in the comments. Other than that, that's it for me today, guys. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week. Happy June. Happy almost the beginning of summer. And I will talk to you again real soon. Toodaloo.